All right, ladies and gentlemen, once again, we got to talk. So today we are talking about Gavin Newsom and his continued efforts against this crazy man in office, Donald Trump. There are some folks who are pushing back. One person being the lovely Donna Brazile, who was once the DNC chair. We'll talk about her in a little bit. But first, I want to say this. When my mom was growing up, she grew up extremely poor. And she always tells a story about when she was in a tough situation and her dad told her, whatever you do, don't give up. I tell my kids the same story, but I also have like extended upon that, in which I tell my kids, do something, do anything, like something. You know what I'm saying? Don't just lay there and take it. Do anything, man. Do something, you know? And it feels like a lot of these folks on the Democratic side are just laying down and doing nothing. They're just taking it. They say, well, there's not much we can do. And I've been in situations where I'm looking at this and I'm like, Trump is already in the office. He has all the power. The people who can do something, which are the folks who are in the Senate on the Republican side, the folks who can do something won't do anything. So it's like, man, you almost feel defeated. And it's like, what can we do? But like I said earlier, do something, do anything, something, right? And that's what I feel like Gavin Newsom is doing. He doesn't have a lot of cards he can play, let's just be honest. But the cards that he does have, he's at least playing those. I appreciate folks like him. I appreciate folks like Jasmine Crockett who are not just sitting there taking it, but they're out there saying things and doing things, gathering attention. The best thing you can do right now is to snatch attention from the Trump and Trump's base. That's all you can do right now because that is what Trump, if he's good at anything, he is great at stealing attention. He has the attention of everybody in politics all day, every day. People at home like myself are wondering, what is this crazy fool Trump going to do next? And since everybody's paying attention to Trump so much, everything he says he's going to do and everything he says he wants to do, we all hear it. But with the Democratic Party, if they say something today on what they want to do, nobody's going to hear it because nobody's paying attention to them. But Gavin Newsom is fighting for attention. He's fighting for the public attention in different ways, and I really appreciate and applaud that. So what he's doing lately is he's basically acting like and talking like Donald Trump, mocking him on Twitter or X, whatever you want to call it. I think it's hilarious. And I think it's even funnier because it shows the Republican group what they look like when they're doing this stuff, right? It just shows them how much of a moron you have to be to write in all caps and exclamation points all the time and to always pat yourself on the back and say how great you are every time you say something. Like it just shows them how nuts they are. And what I've learned over my time in running businesses, owning businesses and stuff is if you want to see where your biases, like where they are, just take off what somebody's doing and then put it on the person that you despise the most. And if you don't like it when the person who you despise the most is doing it, then you obviously have a bias somewhere. And what I mean by that is Donald Trump continuously writes in all caps. He pats himself on the back. He talks about how great he is all day. And these people who are the Republican MAGA fan, all these folks, when they see Trump do that, they just applaud it and they praise it. But when somebody like Gavin Newsom is doing it, somebody that they don't like, all of a sudden they're like, oh, I don't like that. You should stop doing that. You should stop doing that. Right? So the people like me who are on Gavin Newsom's side and we can understand that he's actually trolling and mocking what's going on, we can understand that. But these folks who are so knee deep into the MAGA movement, they can't possibly understand what's happening here. They don't see that it's a simple troll. And he's just holding up a mirror to them, showing them what they've been applauding for the last few years. So what Gavin Newsom is doing recently is he started the Patriot Shop, which is crazy to me. Like when I say he is trolling, this is like top tier level trolling here. I don't know where they're getting these ideas from, but it's top tier trolling. He says the Patriot Shop is now open. Many people are saying this is the greatest merchandise ever made. Please enjoy, America. I don't know if he like typed in sentences from Donald Trump and then said like, learn this speech, like learn this behavior and start writing in this behavior going forward. Like, I don't know if he did that or what, but he's got this stuff spot on because it looks like this stuff is exactly what Trump would be saying. And he's got this hat that says, Newsom was right about everything. He's got a t-shirt that says, Trump is not hot. He's got Newsom 2026, which is not even an election year. He's got a hat that says, Real Patriot, which that one's kind of weird because it looks like if I was just walking through the store with that hat on, or if I was walking through the store with that hat, people would probably think that I was a MAGA supporter because it's in the MAGA colors. It doesn't show anything that would clearly show that it's not a Trump supported hat or statement. So that one you probably want to get rid of, Mr. Newsom, but everything else, you killing it, man. Continue sapping the energy from them, continue gaining their attention, continue doing all of that stuff. The one thing that I would say, the one bit of advice that I would throw your direction is to say, continue pointing people back to what you want to do and continue pointing people back to the files. Release the files. Like, continue saying that every time you post something like this, put release the files. So the attention that you're gaining, the attention that you're garnering, it's not just going to the woodshed to die in there. Like, it's actually going to be, okay, here's the attention because they're looking at my hats. And then we're going to shift your attention because at the bottom of this, it says something that we should do in America. Or at the bottom, it says release the files. Like, continue pointing the attention that you're grabbing into something that's worth pointing to, right? I hope that makes sense what I'm saying. Don't just grab the attention and then just let it die, but grab the attention and point it to the direction that you're trying to point it to. That's the only thing that I would say. But again, man, do something, do anything. Don't just lay there and take it. Don't ever quit. And it seems like a lot of these Democrats outside of Jasmine Crockett and outside of Gavin Newsom, like, seems like most of them are just quitting. They're just waiting until 2026 so they can, they're just waiting on something. Like, they're just waiting on the midterms for a couple years, or they're waiting 4 years for Trump to get voted. Like, they're just waiting. Nah, man, the more you wait, the more harm you could potentially cause. Continue putting pressure on some of these Republicans so they can turn and say what's actually crazy. Because a lot of this stuff that's happening, it's literally crazy. It's crazy and it's nonsense. So keep pointing in the direction of that. All right, that's all that I got for y'all today, man. Please do like the video, subscribe to the channel. Every like that we get, I truly appreciate it. Every comment that I get, I truly appreciate it. As you see, I stay active in my comment section. Not because I want to keep the conversation going or whatever. It's just I appreciate the fact that you took time to like the video. You took time to leave a comment. You took time to add to the conversation. You took time to subscribe to my channel. Like, all that stuff is really appreciated, and it helps me take care of my family even more. So I appreciate that. I really do. All right, that's all that I got. I appreciate you watching the video. Take care. God bless. Peace.